Welcome back, travelers, to the end of Planar Crossroads. Today, we are back, and last week we had some technical problems on my end where my internet went out, so that's why we didn't have one last week. But we have one this week, and we are back with our adventurers making their way through Foxglove Manor that has apparently had some spooky goings-on now that they've entered and started looking around. So, yeah. Now we have...
Pretty sure I have a body wash named Foxglove.
Yeah, you do. It's a Spice. Old Spice.
No brand names.
All right.
No brand names, yeah.
This
Unless
this
they're looking
is
to
not
sponsor us, in which case we'll gladly take it.
Yeah. Sponsor us, someone.
Can you imagine the kind of prediction, like how our prediction value would go up if we got like a sponsor from Coca-Cola or something?
Real moldy carpet.
You want to smell like a man, smell like Gideon at the blacksmithing.
Like BO and ozone?
Sweat and ash. All right, there's a moldy carpet.
What smells like a man just out of plate armor. Well, we can help you.
Yeah, it smells like slightly stale cheese.
You gotta peel it off plate by plate. You got a moldy carpet, guys. Come on.
Yeah, stop talking about moldy people. We've got moldy carpets to deal with here.
More important things at hand.
There could be moldy people under that moldy carpet.
Oh, I hope not.
They're good. But you're not going to find out unless we get to the game, which everyone should be pretty well caught up on since they had a week to catch up. So that's on you travelers if you're not. We're about to pop back in where they've been experiencing some strange goings on here in the first floor of the Foxglove Manor. They know that it is at least a 2-story building because they see windows up above. And it's got enough space in the top for maybe something above that. Who knows what's below? We don't know. They don't know. Well, they don't know. I know. But all that said, we are going to continue with the game, and we come back in where they are basically, where you see them, looking in this hallway with this nasty-looking rug that had some kind of yellowy, kind of moldy type stuff. It looks... Wayko last time did a check with engineering and found out that it looks similar, perhaps not the same, but similar to a kind of yellow mold that is dangerous within the various dungeons that can be found in subterranean areas.
Henceforth, why I suggested that we should burn it.
Can I do a potential heal check to see if it's poisonous or something along those lines, or would that fall under that purview?
You can make a check, but you'd have to really blow me away to get anything.
Come on, Gideon. Yeah, Gideon, no. Okay.
Gideon leans forwards and licks on the carpet.
What is the result, by the way?
6.
Gideon does legit lean over and picks the bit up and goes. You guys see him go.
Oh, Gideon! No, that's disgusting.
Don't do that.
Spit it out. Spit it out.
Yeah, he just grabs him by the back of the neck.
Give it.
You know, if we put some butter and fry it up in a pan, it wouldn't be that bad.
You are repellent.
Actually, we could probably fry it up and it wouldn't be too bad after that.
Well, I still think we should move it before we light it on fire in this very old dry house.
If you want to be the one to get 2 handfuls of nasty carpet and drag it out the front door, be my guest.
Well, you know what? I just need to be able to get to the doors. Actually, also, really quick, before we go anywhere... There we go. Yeah, do my job for me. This gives me all that much more free time to talk to the rest of the people who will listen to my plan. Instead of just...
Mazus will cast Mage Hand and drag the carpet.
Mage Hand's only 5 pounds, though.
Yeah, Mage Hand does move the carpet some. It appears like it's kind of to the floor, kind of. So It's not
Ugh.
moving a whole lot with Mage's Hand.
Oh, this is definitely a job for someone who's immune to disease.
Baronet.
Oh, I don't know if I'm immune to disease yet.
Level 3.
Sickening. Oh yeah, that's
Divine,
right.
Divine
So I'll
grace.
take that and I'll start moving that thing. I was going to anyways.
So,
All right.
we can go upstairs because there's a staircase over there that goes up, or we can go downstairs because a house this big has to have a basement, and I'm assuming a staircase is through one of these doors.
I was just thinking if we're looking for Foxglove, he would likely be upstairs, would he not?
Well,
Alright,
I was
well,
going to
let's go
say,
upstairs.
regardless of where we go, our method of egress is going to be somewhat limited if things go pear-shaped.
Well, let's go upstairs just in case there's like a bottle of anti-rug up there or something that we can use.
I don't think the rug is an issue anymore.
It's still
As
very
I began to drag it away towards the front door.
I
that
believe we
closed
are
behind us.
currently circumventing that particular problem.
Okay. Oh, before we start up, everybody go ahead and give me, if you want a...
Fortitude
let's just do
save.
it. No.
For the
Everybody
yellow
give
cat.
me an initiative roll so that we don't have to do anything later. We'll do this each... we'll try doing this each time we start a game. It's just
New
doing
one? I
initiative.
like my old one.
Yeah,
I like my old one too.
Will you
I just
clear-
rolled a 22, but I gotta use the thing now that I know how to do it.
No, if you roll a 22, that's fine. I'll let you take your dice rolls. You guys take my dice rolls.
Really want to know how to do this right.
Okay.
I don't. I'm old school. Computers scare me, and technology is
There you go.
Great.
That's what happens
Wonderful.
when you don't take the generosity of the DM.
Oh, I
I
really.
a real dice. I should have stuck by them too.
God damn it!
I got these just for this
What do you-
campaign. So yeah.
The curious kitty has decided to come visit me.
Oh, our hits just went through the roof. Cats.
That's
New kitten.
Mao. Chairman Mao.
Chairman Meow.
Well, his name is Pirate, so it kind of goes along with some of our.
Arr.
So he doesn't go meow, he goes meow.
And he at one point did have only one eye, so. Well, one eye open.
Aw. I knew a dog named
Good call,
Victor had
Katie.
no eyes. Crazy hearing. Still walked into walls. Can't hear walls.
He didn't get the echo thing down, huh?
No, but he does know whenever you say bonk to do like a U-turn.
Oh, he probably, they probably kept telling him, Victor, you're gonna bonk your head, and he would stop, and eventually got it. So now all he got is bonk.
Oh yeah, man, it's 100% on purpose. Bonk. Ooh, no.
Magpie, is that seriously your initiative roll?
Yep.
Woo!
Oh, we are
all right.
so screwed.
Better
And a
than the
dexterity of 19. Can't
higher
hit
than
roll
all of,
initiative to save my life.
higher than all of.
Hey, you were 20 something before. You guys didn't do so hot this time. So we'll see.
Hopefully we don't find any ghosts.
I'm afraid no ghost.
I ain't afraid of no toast.
No call.
All right,
Alright.
well, should we, so I guess you've gone to move the carpet a bit. Has it been
Yeah.
moving for you?
Yes, it does appear to go and
Wow.
kind of come off,
Oh, it's just sloppy.
Gross.
and a very formaldehyde nasty smell comes up. And it's like, "Ugh."
Gross.
So, indeed.
I just have a creeping suspicion no one lives here, guys.
Really? You're just getting that now?
Well, it's really a
Well-
gross carpet.
If the other room was to be of any indication, there were people here living here, and Alden did fix things up, if I remember the information we were given last session correctly.
Except for the gross carpet. That's the one thing he didn't fix up.
Or there's something more awry going on than we know of.
Apparently. Well, either way,
On
can
that
Magpie reach those two doors? Now that it's been pulled, I assume, over this direction?
Yes, it has started to make its way out. And perception checks, please, as he takes it out.
I has a 9.
I said
Got a big
20.
dirty 12.
I has a 10.
I have a 19.
Okay. It doesn't come to everybody's attention, but Mazus, as it's being dragged off, is able to pick out. It's almost like there's a design in the mold, the way the mold grew. It looks like you were looking down at something, and and if you kind of look at the top, it looks like there's a spiral, as if the mold kind of grew funny, and bits of it were darker than the other, and the lighter yellow parts kind of outline it, and it makes it look like a spiral going down.
Oh, we're messing with his chia pet.
And let me see, what was Gideon's?
Feng shui.
Good. I'm glad we both went for the chia pet joke at the same time.
What was Gideon's perception?
Perception? 9.
Oh, 9. All right, Gideon, as you take that thing and you throw it outside, out the front, you look and you see that Magpie has took, put a stopper in there for some reason. And you look out, and over the way that you had traveled, the manor itself is kind of up. It's on the cliff, and the cliff is kind of up from the land leading toward it. So that whole valley there is starting to fill with this very thick fog, and it's coming to the land and swirling back around. It's starting to get close and very thick near here.
Just out of the sake of curiosity, I wouldn't say Gideon is likely a very superstitious man, but definitely a very religious. Just to get an idea of what that fog could be, would that be a religion check, an arcana? Like, what kind of knowledge check would that be for him?
You can probably do a religion to see if there's any kind of
Sure.
superstitions or stuff like that about it.
Well, that'll do. That would have been a 20.
Okay. So there's definitely lots of superstitions about the fog, coming off the lake, coming off the ocean. In this area, it's not particularly looked at as problematic or bad, especially living in Sandpoint. That would come off all the time. But this does kind of look not necessarily magical, but kind of ominous. So there is that.
Well, wherever we are certainly in the right place. We seem to be being closed in on all sides by a fog of some description. Anybody know the weather forecast for the area?
It's spooky.
I would assume outside mostly.
A zoinks, if it were.
It appears to be zoinks with a chance of rain.
Well, close the doors and windows.
With a chance of row. Okay.
Thank God we're in this cozy, warm house.
I take it, Magpie, this thing is here for a reason?
Which thing specifically?
The python?
Oh, and the door. Yeah, that was to keep the door open. But seeing
Can't
how
we just...
ominous
wasn't
and
it
creepy
staying
it's
open?
getting outside. We're in a haunted mansion, dude. I thought maybe the door would try to lock us in.
You're letting out all the ghosts.
Wayko would definitely say that.
Emyrelda, could we
Yes?
could we inquire from your friend if there's a trail of stench leading either down or up? Perhaps?
Sure. So Emmy will sort of get Luvese to
Sniff out. That would be a survival check.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it on this list, that's all.
Wayko's so scared.
Not yet.
All right. Are we gonna close that front door?
I'm spooked.
I don't know. Are you?
Well, Gideon's by it. I figured maybe we should close the doors and windows to keep the fog from coming in. I don't know if the fog is weird, other than being abnormally thick and rapidly onsetting.
A fog giant sat on us.
I don't
think
know
you
if
would-
"sat's" the right word. He meant silent but deadly, y'all.
Just kind of all over our mansion, our new mansion.
There's your roll.
14. Plus, is that +4 included or not? No, doesn't look like it.
I don't think so.
Okay, so that's an 18. You put you put Luvesi out, and she kind of gets out, and you tell her to look, and she kind of puts her nose up, and then she covers her nose like this and tries to go scrape at it, and just like, ugh.
All right, so we're going
Okay.
up or down?
I think it pointed up.
Start looking up and then make our way down?
I
If
think
there's a
I'll-
down?
Spell is fear and supernature, but since we know where the upstairs is, let's do that first.
Okay.
Wait, is Magpie gonna just go around?
I'll just lead the mold.
All
There
right,
can't
so
be
we're
that
going up
much
this
mold.
way.
I'm gonna stay and
Are you-
watch.
Doors before you go up, or after you come back down, or how's that going to work for y'all?
It'll be after we come back down, I assume.
Okay.
But first, there's a leap of faith. Oh, nice leap.
Yeah, they left.
Quite the leap.
Yeah, it's only like a DC 10 or something like that. 15.
I make
maybe.
I would make a 10 without rolling.
Just a
Yeah.
20-foot jump after all.
Right?
5, 10, 15.
Don't you love the acrobatics rules in any Dungeons and Dragons game?
All right. So
I got that Jedi one. You pretty much don't even need to roll if you want to jump 70 feet somewhere. Just use the Force.
All right. So we're going to reveal that area down here and get you guys taken over there.
Good thing we have the heaviest guy going up the rickety haunted steps first.
Oh, that way we'll know if it's safe.
And maybe
Again,
we'll get
hold-
to go to the basement first. Who knows?
All right. Let me see. Okay, Gideon. As you go up and ka-tunk, 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 shunk, shunk, shunk is kind of more like it. Your footsteps appear to echo off of the wood in a very hollow way, and it tung, 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 tung. It kind of echoes back like you almost think there's somebody behind you when you are walking, but you turn around and in the darkness there's no one, and you look back in front of you, and you see what you see before you.
Or we just let
I
him
do
go up there
not.
by himself.
Like the sound of that. However, watch your backs on the stairwell.
What does that mean?
Goats.
Goats.
All right, gang.
Meh.
Where did Emmy go?
She's still
She ran
right
out,
there.
she's like, forget this, man.
She's just looking absent.
Oh, where did Colin go?
Yeah, that was only
Uh-oh.
partly insincere.
The guy who weighs about as light as a feather is going up next. So, don't you shift me.
Huh? You don't wanna get shoved?
Don't shift me, bro.
Don't, bro, don't shift me.
And poor Emmy stays there, possessed by I can only assume the devil.
Yeah.
It's the devil.
Sandpoint devil.
Mama says.
By the way, if you scroll down, that's where the
Yeah.
Mama says the devil.
What? This place really is haunted.
Ah, hey, get in front of me. That's where you were before.
I'm sorry, you're so tall. Ooh, I peek out this little murder hole. Is there still fog?
There is still fog, and it seems to have thickened up. It's very hard to see the ocean now.
This is weird. Wayko doesn't like that. He's not used to that much fog.
The air elemental is not liking the air.
He
right
doesn't.
now.
Well, you know, when he lived in his little place in the cove in the wall, he saw a lot of sea fog. This is a little different. This is spooky fog.
and you would know a spooky fog.
Well, I know spooky
If
fog.
you
when I'm
knew
in
his
spooky
mom,
house.
you would know the new spooky fog.
It's like if you hear thunder when we're at the inn, it's kind of comforting because it's normal thunder. If you're in here and you hear thunder, it's spooky thunder.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm going to check the door and see if it's locked or whatnot and try to open it.
Okay, so we're not kicking the door. We're just...
I learned a good lesson from my buddy Shien. You know, I'm honoring his memory right now, and there's no need to kick doors down right now.
Every time we open the door. Once again. All right. So you slowly open the door, and you see... Who's that?
Colin's temporarily
Open it.
internetless, so keep an eye out.
We will, and we will just have Emmy following you guys, I guess. She'll be behind Magpie, because Magpie is her knight in feathered armor. So,
all right, Colin's restarting his computer.
Okie dokie. So as you creak open the door, the sound is it feels like it's deafening when you're right there by the door, but you know it's just a little bit of a creak. And as you open it up, the light that you have, I'm assuming there's light.
Do you have a burning torch?
A burning torch casts its lovely red glow in there, which would feel very warm under normal circumstances, but somewhere in the back of Gideon's mind, as he opens the door, there's kind of like this flash of a moment where it's like, oh, it's hellfire almost. But then, you know, that's not, it's just your mind. It's your mind. Especially since paladins are immune to fear.
Yeah. There's something about that. He's going to step forward and investigate the room. Do you need me to do an active perception, or?
You can if you wish to.
Sure, might as well. As I step forward, I'm just going to do that and then roll. So 14.
14. As you come in here and you look, find some stairs that lead down.
Well, I think if I peer down, does it only go down one flight and it appears to end there, or how does that go down?
With the light of the torch, you can see, yeah, it just kind of ends down that way.
All right, well, we found out where one of those doors apparently led. He's going to backtrack past Mazus and take a peer around the next corner. Does the stealthy one want to actually, you know, scout, or is he letting the paladin open all the doors because it's haunted?
Oh, I'm doing my job now?
If you ever want to, you know, otherwise he's just going to do it.
Ghosts don't look for people. Ghosts look for dudes with, you know, low willpower. So the paladin is the most stealthy one here right now, isn't he?
What type
yes
of
and no.
vision do we have?
Doesn't the black guy always die first? In horror movies?
Well, I'm actually gray under the feathers.
Uh-huh.
But you wouldn't know that because you're an ignorant bigot.
Very convincing. I think the ghost will agree with you.
That's a stealth of 24.
They might with that. All right. So you go ahead and kind of move forward a bit. The hallway is right down here. Okay. Okay. What would you like to do at the door?
Is there a keyhole I can look through?
Yes.
I will look through that keyhole.
It's very dark in the room. You can tell just... it's hard to tell, hard to see in there with the light from the ever-burning torch behind you.
Mm-hmm.
But you do get some of the light coming from underneath, filtering through underneath the door, and you're able to see that it's probably a bedroom, based on the way the furniture is looking.
All right. It looks like a bedroom. I think I see a bed.
Raid the undie drawer.
I'm not going to do that.
Well, open it. We're here to,
Should
save,
Why?
we're here to save Sir Foxglove.
Oh, he's dead.
Can't be lingering around like this.
Why would he even be here?
I assume
All
he's
right.
leaving.
Because he lives
No.
here.
I'm gonna stand up and open the door real quiet like if I can.
Okay. And you're able to get it fairly quiet, and as you peek in, you don't see anything crazy.
I'll move inside the door.
All right. So as you come in,
No, it
Safe
doesn't
to
look like
follow.
anything spectacular to me. Just a chair and another fireplace and it looks like I'm assuming an empty bed.
actually, the bedroom features a child-sized bed, a chair next to a toy box, and a looming stone fireplace big enough for children to get lost in.
That's oddly specific.
I'm
Yeah,
going
that
to take a
seems
look
like-
at the fireplace then, because
Make
that
the
was a very
fireplace.
oddly specific thing. So I'm actually
Yeah,
going
bit of flavor text. Make this fireplace sound like the 100-acre
Well,
woods.
to do an active perception, I guess, on the fireplace,
Okay.
which came up as a natural 16, so a modified 15.
Okay.
Such a bad perception.
Okay. You
Minus
don't get
one.
anything. You don't get anything super specific coming from there. It's like looks like a fireplace. However, Magpie, you hear something. You hear the sound of a child, and it seems to be crying.
Well, that sounds like a job for a paladin.
Well, it's a little too late. So go ahead and make me a will save.
Magpie?
Yes, Magpie.
Good. My worst save. My bird brain. 16.
16.
Yes.
For a flash, for a moment, like a hot searing, I guess a poker would be the best example, or a knife slices into your brain, and for a moment you suddenly become convinced that your parents, they're not here, but they're trying to kill each other, and they're going to kill you next, and you have to hide. All of a sudden you're back, and you're your little fledgling, and you have to hide, and you look around for a quick moment, but just as you're about to hide, you see your mother come in, and she's carrying a torch, and your father's behind her, and his feathers on several places have molted off, and he has boils coming out, and you see him raise a knife behind your mother, and as he comes down into her, you're back, and you're okay.
Magpie's on the ground halfway under the child's bed. Scraw!
Oh, don't go under there, man. There's spiders under there.
Well, he's a bird. He'd probably eat spiders.
Not if they're on his hair.
Oh, you're okay.
No! Magpie is not okay!
You just saw something, didn't you?
Yes! This house sucks.
What did you see?
I was a child, and my father was murdering my mother. It was very... I don't want to think about it. In fact, I would like to do the
Probably it's a little
opposite.
too close to home.
The opposite of thinking about it.
Mazus, in a place of great evil, is it possible for memories to be left behind, or is that actually something I would know through potentially a religion check or something?
Well, you made a religion check before about the undead stuff.
Yeah.
You know that that's kind of how ghosts work. So you're experienced enough to know that, yeah, spirits can stick around. In this world, in this universe, hauntings are not a crazy thing. They're a rare thing, but they're not a crazy thing.
Well, this place is very haunted. The sense of evil I got from this place was accurate. If Magpie is also experiencing it, it's not just me. And maybe what you experienced downstairs, Mazus, is the exact same thing.
No.
You know, I'm still not
That
entirely
was-
sure it's haunted. I'll
that
have to
was
go
a
after
trap.
it, I suppose. window.
And explain to other people who have experienced these symptoms as you will.
What? You know what, Mazus? I'll leave the master bedroom for you. You can loot that yourself. I'm sure there's nothing fucked up in there.
Yeah,
I'm not
as
here
Gideon
to
walks
loot
past
the
Mazus.
manor. We're here to save the owner of the manor.
Well, and you know what? He's probably in the master bedroom. You should go look for him.
So much for
I mean,
all
he's
of
your
this,
business partner.
So much for all of this fancy scouting around.
Well, you know what? I'm pretty sure I've established at this point that there's no one living in this house.
Based upon that, I'm going to open the door I'm right next to.
I can only hope, Magpie, that you
Okay.
are wrong.
All right. So as it lays, then we will let him open the doors, and you're just going to open them up.
Pretty much,
Count of
yeah.
three?
Yeah, I'm just going to open it up, and based upon Magpie's suggestion that there's not really anybody here, that we'll go from there.
Okay.
Yeah, this place is definitely haunted, but not necessarily dangerous. I don't think anything's gonna shoot arrows at us from murder sleds.
That can be arranged.
That would be very out
Why
of
would you
fashion.
put that inside your own house?
All right. So you open the doors kind of wide. These double doors come open. And this large room features 2 padded chairs and a long couch facing a wide alcove lined with stained glass windows. These windows depict a diverse array of animals and plants. From north to south are a large, pale and ghostly scorpion, a gaunt man holding out his arms as a dozen bats hang from him, a moth with a strange skull-like pattern on its wings, a tangle of full, dull green plants with bell-shaped flowers, and a young maiden sitting astride a whale in a forest, while a spindly spider the size of a dog descends along a string of webbing above her.
These are paintings?
Jesus, what do you make
These are
of
stained
these?
glass.
Oh. That's arguably worse.
And I'm also going to... Is there a way for me to check, say, folklore about things like that? Because, like, I know my own player knowledge. To me, that sounds like very specific things that would be evil and bad.
All right. You can do that, but let me see. You could do a religion. This is more of an arcana check.
Okay.
So if someone wants to...
Is this anything like the stained glass downstairs?
Kind of. It appears to be very similar.
Well, here's an arcana.
Can I assist in any way?
You can. You can roll...
DC 10.
You can roll a religion, but it would be an arcana to give the most benefit.
Okay. I made a 12, so that's technically a 10 with an untrained arcana.
Okay.
Can I make a knowledge local to see if, like, the depictions in these stained glass windows are from, like, local urban legends or myths or something?
Yes.
Because none of those sound like anything I know anything about.
Let me see. I got to roll a... And Emmy would also roll an arcana at some point if I can find her skills. There they are.
15.
Okay. 15. A 15 for local. A 15 arcana there. Mazus, you know, everybody talking together and kind of working things out. You're not sure. You know there is some significance, more than just design choices for these. But as it stands right now, it's just outside of your grasp at the moment. You know there's something. It's starting to bug your brain, but you just can't pinpoint it.
This room is exactly above the other one with the same type of windows, right?
It is.
So it wouldn't be too out of the ordinary if they were connected. Anyway,
Right.
We don't have time to do this because we have a person to save.
If this falls in line with the DM at all, can I do a quick religion check based upon the one where you described a gaunt man with bats?
Okay.
Just because my own player knowledge is killing me right now.
Okay.
Because I know a paladin would know this.
But not necessarily Gideon the Paladin.
God damn it. So that would be a religion check of 15.
15?
That's pretty good.
That's very, it's very familiar imagery for something like an undead. Is very associated with those things. And there's always the possibility of ghoul, vampire, probably not some kind of mindless one, but maybe some might associate a wraith, but not really. So maybe it's depicting some kind of undead thing. But
Well, a household that's depicting monsters and undead, like vampires or something. This is weird.
It seems like the Foxgirls have some sort of fetish with dangerous beings.
Yeah, an evil fetish.
A place that is haunted is emanating evil, with evil creatures depicted in their stained glass windows. Something is afoot. I'm sorry, I've been watching way too much Sherlock recently.
I think you might just have to cut and run on this business partnership.
I'm going to go to the door behind us here and open
The one where
that one if Kane hasn't already done so.
I'll open it as you come back.
okay.
Might as well do it together.
All right. So you guys go, just kind of nod at each other. Magpie says something like, "Tally ho!"
Magpie's starting to get his nerve back after the childhood trauma.
So you open this one up, and in what you now see as B17, here we are.
Okay, I don't know how to describe this in character, but I think it's pretty obvious between Gideon and Magpie that I'm quicker and more perceptive, but Gideon's a lot better at not being terrified by death visions. So I'm going to survey the room, and then you're going to enter it. I'm going to make sure nothing explodes, and you're going to make sure I don't have an embolism.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Well, I will explain the room while you roll.
Talk about a dynamic duo.
18 perception for the room. I'm looking for tripwires, out-of-place mechanisms, strange arcane markings. Are there like heads of dragons that may or may not have breath weapons up on the wall? I know Foxglove was a hunter and he took trophies.
Okay. Well, as you open the door in the room, a stone fireplace sits in the northwestern portion of this chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Paintings hang on the walls to the north and south, each covered over with a thick sheet of dusty cobwebs that obscures its subject from view. And as you peer into the room, you notice a cold waft of air hit your beak and feathers.
And that's all I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Paintings covered up with thick dust. Cold waft of air.
It doesn't look like anything's been disturbed. I don't see any obtuse dangers. It should be mostly fine.
I'll step in. Should we at least see what's on these paintings? Or whatever they like.
Also, this is like maybe just because I've been playing too many video games recently, or my own obsessive need. What happens if we light all of the fireplaces? Because this house has a big.
You're going to hear the Zelda secret music at some point in time, and all of a sudden a treasure chest is going to appear.
By way of justification, is it cold in here? Like, is the whole house just cold?
As cold as this room appears to be. I mean, there's a chill in the air because it is getting basically to them. It is Rolfa.
Well, mayhaps we should light ourselves a fire.
Gideon is going to start brushing away the dust and cobwebs or whatever is on this stuff.
Okay.
Get an idea of who these are depicted of, because if Aldern has lived here and he hasn't, and he's left these in such disarray, I'm kind of curious as to what they are.
All right. Well, you start to brush it away, and as the cold seeps out of the room, everyone feels it, and as his hand goes like this, all of a sudden, make me a fort save.
Just pulling up my defenses here. Fort save +7, so that would be a 20.
Okay.
Gideon, you so strong.
I don't look so sickly anymore.
Yeah, you don't look terrible anymore.
He got I know that Gideon got a 20, but everybody needs to make fort saves.
Oh.
The cold seeped out.
You meant the person in the room.
Yes.
That was
No.
specified.
The cold wafted out.
I got a 10.
Okay.
8.
14.
13 for familiar.
Your familiar is back in your case, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if that would protect from this, so I was just rolling just in case.
Okay, well, we'll let it use its roll then. It's higher. All right. Everyone below a 15.
Oh, fuck.
Everybody except Gideon. The room and the was like this with the cobwebs and dust to open it up. Whoosh, come down through the, and it goes whoosh, spins all the mold and dust and stuff around, and blows it out onto everyone and everything, onto everyone in the room and all where the cold touched. So, you can see as you guys look at each other, those that have human skin or even faked human skin, as the case is with Emmy, tiny splotches of tender red bumps come up wherever the mold had touched on your flesh. But it doesn't seem to hurt anything. It just seems like now you got those kind of itchy spots on your face and arms and your skin. All that lovely dander that you had in there on purpose on your feathers is now itchy.
Come on, Gideon. It's your fault, Gideon. I got splotches on my swirls.
Splotches in my swirls.
Sorry.
This is not
What was that?
hygienic.
A good question.
Well,
I don't know, but I'm gonna do a sponge bath.
Make my way over to the next set of doors. Actually, so sorry. When I brushed that away, what did I end up seeing?
You actually see different pictures of apparently the Foxglove family. And the pictures that you see one of a lady in a flowing blue dress. There are there's one of there's 3 on the north that depict. It says Vorel and Cassandra Foxglove, as well as their daughter underneath titled Lore. And Vorel is a tall, middle-aged man in this picture. Long dark hair and clean-shaven face. is a dark blue noble's clothes, while Cassandra is a stern-faced brunette woman with wisps of gray in her short hair and a flowing blue dress. But the five on the south show Traver and Sorcerer Foxglove, as it's titled underneath, as well as one of Aldern, two sisters, Sindali and Ziva. Traver, like Voril, thin, but with an even narrower face and a thin mustache. Sorcerer is a young woman with long red hair, impish smile. You can see Aldern resemblance in there as well on him, though younger, of course. Each painting bears a plaque that, of course, identifies these, so that's how you know in their name. And the one that, when you pushed away the cobwebs and the dust, it seems like some of them have, for lack of a better word, frosted over. And as everyone starts to filter into the room, I assume everyone's going to start filtering into the room.
Magpie's in.
Yeah.
I mean, we already have the smallpox, so...
We're attempting to find your friend.
Becoming less and less worth it with every room.
All right.
Not the smallpox, it's bubonic.
Well, itchy disease, right? Yeah.
Yellow mold.
Wayko's secretly a plague mage. All right. As you all filter in, you can see that the forms that were in their proper position of the portrait, they start to shift, slump, and the temperature of the room drops even more. So
Oh,
you
great.
can see your breath very easily in the room. And the fingers of grime the fingers of the rime kind of slither around, the frost kind of slithers around the portraits, and figures shift from being in that normal living stance to just showing dead corpses still standing up, and then Cassandra and Lori slump into a misshapen, tumor-ridden corpse in their picture. Traver grows a pale, long, and thin, and cuts open on his throat, and blood gushes and washes down him. And the Sorcerer, her legs blacken and char, and her arms and legs and back twists like they've been broken in dozens of places. His flesh darkens with rot, and his hair falls out. He deforms into a ghoulish-looking monster, sharpened teeth and a wicked smile. Both Sindali and Ziva's portraits frost over, but otherwise they remain unchanged.
Sorry, and did you say what Aldern's looked like?
It looks like his flesh darkens with rot and then grows pale as he gets a ghoulish, nasty, undead appearance. And his hair falls out, his ears sharpen.
Okay, I didn't hear the Aldern portion of that. Well, this is certainly disconcerting.
Yeah,
So-
so that's
Do your decoration.
So the
Let's get out.
the two children that were sent to Corvosa are the only ones that aren't dead looking in the paintings.
Right.
Right.
They
Do any of us have any
appear to
silver?
just have it frosted.
Anything silver on us?
Nope.
Well, since we know that most of the members of the Foxglove family are deceased, these pictures seem to, show their fate. Not sure about Alden, though.
Well, if what you're saying is accurate, then Alden has also met this fate. Is that not accurate?
I hope not. I really do, but this is concerning.
I'm going to go to the next door with my buddy cop and do it again.
Good cop, bird cop.
1, 2,
Something.
3. Ha!
Okay. And we have a light going, a big bedroom. And you go into this bedroom, just the furniture in this bedroom, while dusty and unkempt, does not exhibit any major signs of water or mold damage. The one exception is a dark stain on the desk near the window.
Oh, that's another bad dream right there. That's what that is.
I'll go take a look.
No, why don't we let Mazus go? He wanted the master bedroom.
You know, you don't have
My turn,
to...
my turn, my turn, my turn, my turn, my turn, my turn, my turn.
We're looking for one person, and he's not in this room. There's no point in going into the room.
None of us have screamed Foxglove yet, so we don't really know where he might be now, do we?
Mm-hmm.
By all means, look under the bed. Gosh.
All right.
Maybe I will.
Okay, so perception checks then for whoever's looking.
I'll take a look.
16.
Modified 20.
And I had a modified 12. So.
My last 3 rolls
Okay.
for perception have been like 2, 4, and 7 respectively. So
Another fireplace. Oh my.
No. No, on the desk over there, actually, all 3 of you notice that there's a dagger. Looks kind of fancy. It looks like it's got some gold bits on it. So yeah.
Fancy dagger guns.
Wayko remembers that a moment ago.
It wasn't there?
Wasn't there a moment ago when you first walked in.
Ooh.
touch
Hey,
it.
Gideon, go get that dagger, Gideon.
All right. I'll walk over and investigate and pick up the dagger.
Maybe it's silver. We're looking for silver daggers, so go get that.
Yeah, that's true. We need all the help we can get. God damn you, Mal.
What was in B10? Just another staircase leading down?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a staircase.
Leading down.
Yeah. So,
Oh, okay. I see.
Gideon, you walk over and you start to pick up the dagger, and you need to make me a will save.
Now I feel bad.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. You knew this would happen.
Not that bad. Little bad. Have to see if he goes in or not.
So that is a will save of 17.
17.
Yep.
You pick it up, and you're like, this would work good on myself. And you start to go like this and coup de grace yourself. However,
Is it? Is this happening? Can I react?
Death to the
You
paladin.
see him
No.
start- death to me. You start to do it, and you're doing it because you killed her right here, and it's your fault. And you killed her, your wife. You killed her right here, and it's your fault, and you deserve this. And as you rise up with your hand and start to go down, you shake yourself out of it. The dagger, and it's no longer a dagger. It is a stick of wood.
Pointed stick?
You okay,
Whoever's
Gideon?
going to attack you with a pointed stick? Banana.
Yeah, you would have had to have made a fortitude save of DC 10 plus the damage dealt. And with it doing 2d4 plus twice your strength damage, that would have been quite a check even for you.
That's more than I normally do.
Yeah, this is a supernaturally guided, haunted strike on yourself. If you had scored a critical hit, it would have done 2d4 more damage. And knowing how you love to crit.
You
God
just murdered
damn.
yourself in front of us.
God damn.
Almost.
Are you okay, Gideon?
Almost, and you are fully aware, Gideon, that you almost skewered yourself. And you were not Aldern. For some reason, you know you weren't Aldern when you did it.
Good job. Good job, Gideon. You like
This-
that's in game. Wayko says, "Good job. You did good. I'm getting that dagger."
It's not a
goes deeper
dagger
than-
anymore. It's a stick of wood.
This goes deeper than Alden. Others here have suffered worse.
So,
How deep it would go would depend on how hard you pushed.
just a suggestion, but how about we set this place on fire and go the fuck home?
Let's start with the rug.
If I agree, we may have to set this place ablaze. However, we may need to make certain whatever's causing this is dealt with as well.
Because the closest we've gotten to finding another living thing was back in the well.
Oh yeah, the well.
We need to
Well,
understand
well,
what's
well.
causing this haunting, though. In order for this to stop, well, in order for this land to be cleansed,
Well, I'm
we
going to
need
tell
to
you right
fix
now,
this.
whatever it is we got to cleanse is probably under the well. Or at least under the well connects to whatever's underneath this mansion. Because no haunting ever starts in the attic. At least not lately.
There was this one thing. There was this dark
Have you
woman
watched
at
creepy
one point
doll
in time.
movies?
You know, there's also one that had like a dummy of some description. All these dummies she kept in the attic.
Yeah.
And he took a crooked ride on his way to crooked.
The way I
I think
see
it was in a book called a scroll called Goose Pimples or something like that.
The way I see it, a family have all deceased in this house, and for some reason, the deeds of murder or whatever lingers. If there's no one in the room that we open the door to, there is no good reason to enter it. So, could we just open the door, take a look? Is there anyone there? No. Move along.
It's in a
something
Just going to suggest that.
But how are we going to
someone
report about
skews themselves
But I'm
with a
just-
piece of wood.
I've got a sight. Mazes here. Don't let the XP escape, because I'm just assuming, based on me almost dying, there's got to be some reward for me going through that pain.
All right, let's open these doors.
We already
Uh,
passed a ton of XP. There's just
We won't
no
find
coming back from
until
this.
you guys rest again. All right, guys. Let's take a moment, if we will, to give ourselves a break. And that is what it is. Sorry, travelers, but I do. So we'll take a quick break, and we will come back on
intermission.
this journey. Intermission. Which door is being opened first?
Both simultaneously.
Oh, both simultaneously?
Yeah,
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
let's do it up. Just open it. If
Let's-
there's
let's
anybody
get
in here,
these-
then we'll deal with it. But if it's empty, it's not a problem. It's not even, who even cares?
I'm going to
Let's just
two-hand
get it.
push.
This place sucks.
So, Gideon first, then, since he's probably not going to be affected by anything if it's in there anyway. This entire bedroom is caked with a thick, spongy layer of dark green, blue, and black mold.
Ugh.
It is disgusting and foul smelling.
Don't make any more wafts.
I'm glad the guy who's immune to disease got that room.
Any guy in there?
Do I see anything in there? Like, I'm going to take a quick step in and see if I see anything.
Okay, make me a perception check.
15.
Okay, you don't see anyone. Stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
If I don't see anything, I will see, hear, or anything. I'll go back to the other room then.
Okay. It is very quiet in that room. The room would be 14.
Now we'll open up my room. Ooh, a table. Or a rug. Or a very dirty bed.
It is actually a wash table. There's a wash basin on it. And let me give you that information. An iron tub sits in the middle of this room. So that's actually a square iron tub, excuse me. And square iron tub sits in the middle of this room. The floorboards around it are sagging with the tub's weight. It appears to be filled with some condensation of some really funky water or liquid of some kind.
Okay. No, I don't want to know what's in the water. I don't want to know. Alder and Foxglove could be in there. I don't care. That's not. If it is him, he's dead. So why? It's not even my problem. I'm done. I'm done with this room. Does a 23 perception check reveal anything additional?
Does Wayko go in there or not?
Wayko steps in the room, but he's just peering at the tub out of curiosity.
Okay. So you step close to the tub. It's a very small room, and you hear a
Definitely close enough for a hand to grab my face.
you hear a creak, and the floorboards creak, and
I'm going to reach up and grab him.
the floorboards give way.
Yeah.
Hey, I've got 3. You are the 3rd in the queue. He is the 1st in the queue of my brain.
It's okay, guys. I'm really
I'll
light.
say what's happening to him first. Roll through the floorboards. Make me a reflex save. You notice the floorboards with your perception. It's in there and says, "What's in there?" And Gideon stands.
I got him.
Gideon, what you got?
Modified 25.
Yeah. So you guys all go, whoa! Hop slightly backward as it goes.
Oh, I broke the tub.
The tub exploded.
All right.
Yep. All right. Natural disasters, passage of time, not ghosts, at least, I guess.
I'll
It's
open
all
the
right.
next door, I
I'll be
guess.
crushed Got a way into the
Okay.
basement now if we need. I mean, if it went through the first floor as well. We'll have to check.
Take a step
So-
in, and I'll take a perception check on it.
All right. Fine. Don't wait for the description. See what happens. I keep
I'll take the thing.
Oh, look, another dagger.
I'll take the description.
Dungeon crawling is a lot like machining parts. It's all about the order of operations.
All right. So this appears to be the master bedroom, or it once was. This once fine chamber has been destroyed. The bed is smashed, mattress torn apart, gouged as if by knives, chairs hacked apart, and paintings on the walls torn to pieces, with one exception. A portrait hanging on the northwest wall seems to be untouched. As backward, its unseen subject faces the wall.
Don't touch it.
You hear Emyrelda say aloud from behind.
But I want to look at it.
But curiosity.
Pretty painting.
All right. Well, hey, Mazus can't even see the painting. He's way over there. He's way in the other area.
Is there a man in the room?
I don't know. He could be behind this painting. I'm going to go turn the
Proceed.
painting.
That sounds a lot like I'm opening my door.
You looked in there too, right?
In his room?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I assumed you did.
Let's say that I did that. With my natural 1 perception. Which is still at 13.
So, you did
Painting
that,
in there, and you
and
have to go and turn it to look at it.
Let me see. This was obsession. Who got hit with the obsession? Yep. That's Magpie. So, as you know, he goes in there and he kind of turns over the.
Or at least get a force
painting.
save or something.
As he turns over the painting, Wayko can see in there because he's got dark vision.
I don't have dark vision in my safe.
No, you're not, because he's holding a torch. So he goes over. It was on the watch wall north, something wall.
So I can see
Northwestern.
because I have dark vision, and he can see because he's holding a torch.
Yes. So it's up here, where it would be.
So just like up in this corner, which area?
Yeah, right
I'm
about
sorry,
where you are. Probably right about there.
Okay. Like, I just
and-
wanted to take a peek at the picture. It's not like I'm turning it all the way around. I don't know if that's going to take an effect on this.
It doesn't necessarily matter. What happens is, as you turn the picture, Waco's like, "Hey, I saw that lady," and you have. It is the woman that you saw down in the window. Her hair is different, but you can tell it's a proper portrait of her. And
Oh, I
like a
saw that
portrait
lady.
that someone would commission.
She looks great. That was she was my reflection down there, and when I was looking outside on the main floor, and I said maybe she's outside, but maybe she's also a ghost. Look at that lady.
Would Magpie then look?
I don't know what she looks
or
like.
not?
Why don't you learn by looking?
No, I don't think I want to look anymore.
I don't think you should.
I've changed my eye brain mind.
She looks great. Come on.
That's why I should be focusing on my own task, which is the door in front of me that I should be opening.
Totally unmurdered in that picture.
I turn it back around and start walking backwards.
I'm taking.
Like from where I was looking at it, just back onto the wall.
I'm not really. That's not a nice thing to do to a ghost.
I rolled a 1 on perception. I don't even know there's a painting in there.
No, you don't know that they're. You don't. Indeed. So I'll cut you some slack. If you didn't look in, you didn't look in.
That might be a good thing at this point.
Yeah. I think that's the only time a 1 on a perception check has come up in my favor. Alright, B16. Let's do it.
Badoom.
This is
Find
another
stairs going up.
up. There's more. There's even more. Will this rodeo of nightmares never cease?
Quickly to the top.
Onward.
All right. Up we go, I guess.
Okay.
Ladies first, he says to Mazus and Emmy.
Oh, so chivalrous.
Come on. I'm growing on you slowly.
Yeah, it's like that yellow mold.
Oh, don't remind me. Gonna need a shower.
Different pussy bits. No? Eh. Eh.
I'm not actually floating outside. I'm just waiting for you guys to appear in the attic.
We come up that side stairway.
Ugh. There's more doors.
Doors, beautiful doors.
Wait to peruse them.
Maybe we're above the fog now in the moonlight. Is there a keyhole in this door?
Yeah, there would be.
Okay, can I look through it?
Yes.
That would
Perception check.
okay. All right.
We don't want to. We want to make sure it's not another natural one.
22.
22. You look through the door, and let me see if enough light will get through to show you what's in there. Kind of. You see some planks, stuff like that. Maybe it's a workroom or a storeroom or some kind of junk room.
I don't hear anything.
You do not hear anything in there.
All right. Doesn't sound like there's anything living in there. I'll step aside and let Gideon at the door if he wants it.
Sure, but might as well. If it's a workroom, there might be something of use in there, right?
Yeah, that's sound logic.
I'll open the door and take a look inside.
Okay.
Breach and clear, man. This is all you.
Flashbang out.
So you look in there. A large number of wooden planks, rope, and other repair supplies are stored here. The ceiling above sags noticeably. In several areas, patches of the sky are visible.
Anything of note? Anything of value in here that I can tell?
You don't think so? The moonlight streams in from cracks in the cracks and holes in the curtains, as well as the portions of roof no longer there, and it goes along with your torch.
Okay. Move on then.
Not unless you want to take some wood home.
We did want to make a cart, didn't we?
We are not making a cart. I have one produced for me.
I don't make carts for me.
The only thing I make is poor business decisions.
Okay, doors.
Yes, more doors.
Do we just come
more
on?
doors.
Hodor.
Do we just speed round this where I open it and move and open it and move, and you just check the doors behind me as I go?
Oh, we're gonna do this like the mimic hallway.
Yeah, we're just gonna lightning round this.
Okay, so
Unless there's anything of
Alright, then.
import that we should know about.
Keep
Go.
set.
Go.
Then yeah,
They're the
Mazus
same
points his finger in the air and like a gunshot now noise goes off.
They do the same numbers. Go.
Or again, we can
little prestidigitation. All right. Each of these rooms are basically stacked with old furniture, sheets, linens, boxes, crates, and bobs. Nothing can really be found here, as most of those things have succumbed to the water and the age.
It's all like spare linen and crap.
Yeah, bad spare linen.
Okay. What about the one I'm right next to?
All right. Gonna peek in again.
Yep. 25 perception.
All right. As you peek in, you don't see anything spooky. The ceiling of this portion angles down steeply, leaving only 4 feet of headroom, with about your size, to the southeast. A low cot are the room's only furnishing.
Servants' quarters.
Okay.
Is there anything in that room?
Unless you want
No
to
one
shake
saw
out the bed.
anything.
Gideon, just keep walking.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Sam. Okay. Are we going into the next room?
Apparently.
I'm moving on. If you want to go in there and check, it's your prerogative.
Okay. Let me see. I have to remember who was haunted by what. All right. So you open up the room, and a desk and a chair sit in the middle of this drafty room. Chimneys rise to the west, while to the east, 2 intricate stained glass windows are set into the wall. The northern window depicts a dark-haired woman with pale skin, large green eyes, and a black and green gown. With both hands, she wields a jagged iron staff. The southern window's lower half has been broken and patched with canvas. What remains of its upper half depicts a handsome man dressed in a regal finery of ivory and jade. Small scorch marks mar the wood near the broken window. A battered and ruined telescope lies on its side near the desk, and a large trap door in the roof has been tied shut by several lengths of rope.
Did you say a trunk?
No, a large trap door in the roof has been tied shut by several large lengths of rope. There's also a telescope just below the trap door, a tripod telescope.
Well, that's clearly something to come back to. As soon as we finish with these other doors.
So no one goes in the door?
Not yet.
There's a. Are we coming back for the trap door then?
Yes. I want to come back, but I want to open these other stupid doors first.
Oh, okay.
All right, which one?
Let's go right. It's probably smaller.
Right? Okay.
I like how, as I'm opening doors, Gideon is just like right up my ass.
Well, you need the protection at this point.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So, you just open the door. What you gonna do?
I guess I'll make another perception check. Ugh, 16.
You hear?
Gideon, you're not sure when Magpie got behind you.
All right, I will open the door.
Okay. You open the door slowly, or try to, and it's and you push, and it's kind of locked. There hasn't been
And that's the one. That's the one on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that Magpie immediately magically shrunk away from so fast.
What about the one on the left? Is that one locked?
Do you check it?
Sure.
Okay. Make me a reflex. No, I'm playing. So that one is not locked. Oh, that's interesting. That one's not locked. So you can
Okay.
open it anytime you want to.
If this one's locked,
Thanks for the ominous wording.
You're welcome.
I'm going to say that I go here. We go here first. Make sure this one's safe, in case we need a bit of room.
Okay.
So I'm going to open the door and take a look.
While he's in the left room doing whatever he's doing, I want to start picking the lock on the right room.
Okay.
Against all my better judgment.
I'm gonna need a disable device check then.
Because they're
And Gideon?
on the incredibly off chance there's actually a living human person in that room. And not just another horrible mindfuck.
Okay. So sees shelves of books that line the walls of this room. First with curious objects such as skulls fitted with stubs of candles. Scroll cases. An empty birdcage lies near the southern wall beside this leather chair. Statues and sculptures grin from all corners of the room.
I'm going to take a quick step in to make sure it's safe and see if there's you mentioned bookshelves, or I'm going to see if there's anything that pops out at me. And once I take a step in, I'm going to call to Mazus, because I know he likes books, and he's been looking for books.
I had scroll cases too.
All of
So
a
I'm
sudden,
gonna-
now he's ready to go in certain rooms.
I'm going to enter the room and take a look around. And
You enter the room, Gideon. A similar feeling as you felt before starts to pull at the back of your mind.
lovely.
You start to hear the sound of pages rustling as if a book is being read rapidly, and make me a will save.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Hey, you gotta fail him sometime.
Not this time. This time is not that time. So that's a natural 17, which turns into a 22. I don't think I failed to
Okay.
save.
You die instantly. A mind flayer comes out of the shadows and eats your brain.
Damn.
So, what actually happens is you start to get memories flood back into your head again, and you know they're not yours, but they feel like they're yours. Dozens of memories and their memories of expeditions, and sea voyages, and travels to exotic locales with different races.
That's fun.
And it just pours through your mind. And the more that they come in, the more they increase, the more they infuse with a sense of bitterness, disappointment, regret. And now those memories kind of mix with yours, and you see all the things that you and the memories are strange, and then they're like you discovered something, but it's not you. And you know it's not you, but you feel like it is, and just before you feel your wisdom start to seep from you, pull back out by the grace of Eomade, and a light and a sword shatters and slices through those memories, and you have yourself back.
Damn, I was going to ask if I had any extra skills from surviving that, but no, okay. Am I smarter?
No, you don't get.
No.
You don't get metaphysical here. Into.
Okay, I'm going to take a look. Or, like, did any of the things stand out? Like, did any of the memories stand out as being important that I should remember, or did I lose all of that?
You did notice that as this person was journeying through those lands, it felt very similar to the one from B18.
Okay, like the idea
like that
of
person is who you were again.
Okay.
And you noticed that he picked up certain items, and the images of the stained glass kind of flashed into your head, and they would flash, and then you'd see something similar in this memory, but you can't really fully piece it all together because even now the memories are fading away.
Mazus, get in here, take a look at these books to see if there's anything of importance. However, before I forget this, the stained glass windows, the actual events of what has happened to people in this house for something.
Well, like a fancy diary, then.
There's something important. I can't remember what it was used for, but it was used for something important. They tell a story of something.
Are you hearing ghost voices again, Gideon?
Not only am I hearing them, I'm reliving their history.
Yeah, it's not super great.
You hear Magpie say as he gets a kick in his lock picking.
Well, maybe
So-
I'm going to like take a look at the scroll cases, especially, but the bookshelves too.
Is there anything in here that looks important, valuable, etc.?
Oh, several things look valuable, and it's a big library, but it's mainly very dusty. There's been a lot of moisture get in. You're not sure how many books could be salvaged. Some of the scroll cases that are nice and fancy look kind of nice. Better, but
You'd probably hold up to the moisture longer.
Mhm.
Even if the scroll case is not great, the contents might be okay.
No, we can grab those. Nothing else? Okay.
well, I mean, you guys can look around. So you gotta give me perception checks to find some real treasure type stuff.
Okay, I'll do an active perception.
Maybe this is gonna look for
That'll
some
do.
spell books.
That'll do. That's a 17.
Spellbook? What? Spellbook?
Scroll book, scroll book, scroll.
18.
18.
Did I hear
Okay.
spellbook?
You guys rummage around a bit while the doors creaks open that Magpie opened.
Please be a real person. Please be a real person. Please be a real person. Please be a real person.
And you look around and you see some oddities, several dozen curious fetishes and masks. Those would be interesting to different, maybe eccentric collectors. but definitely not in just a regular.
An eccentric collector that we might know.
Well, you guys do know Quink well enough to know that he's obsessed with Thessalonian stuff. He's not necessarily obsessed with.
Well, I mean, maybe Quink knows a guy.
Well, from the reckoning of Mazus, it appears that there's some Shontai tribal cultural and some history about them in these. There's a large amount of maps of realms that you had read about but hadn't really saw a good map of, and these definitely look old and dated, but they're pretty some of them are good enough to keep around, like a Shontai map, so that might be worth something. Other than that, they're not particularly valuable. There's some old printings. I mean, you'd have to really find someone interested, especially in the condition that they're in. Mainly the things of interest are going to be, there's a painting that bears a plaque that reads "Throwdown in Swaintown," and the painting has a vast crowds jeering and cheering the bullfighter on a huge bull aurochs are towering over him, and it's mainly depicting that. There are some buyers perhaps for that. In the picture, dozens of bodies lie in the streets. The aurochs has clearly rampaged through them already. It appears like this painting might be worth, I mean, if you find the right person, maybe 500 to 700 gold pieces, maybe less, depending on the condition that you can get it back in.
All right, well,
it's not Throwdown in Swaintown.
Okay. So, just actually more logistics for our own purposes. I'm not. Let me take a look here because I'm wondering whether or not. Okay. Who's keeping track of all this stuff now that our resident treasurer has bowed out?
I'm
not Wayko.
I'm like
you are.
I'm writing down everything that seems valuable.
Okay, so I'm going to say we just sort of put some stuff and get ready for whatever's in that door. Like, put the stuff that we know is valuable and get it ready, but get ready for the door.
It's a little late, but we will come to that in just a moment. You guys are working around to summarize the scroll cases you look through. In one of the really nice scroll cases, you find a scroll of a lightning bolt, minimum level, and a scroll of keen edge.
Yeah, I like keen edges.
Yeah. I bet. You know, Keen doesn't stack like a bazillion times. So.
I just need it until I get improved critical. That's about it.
He needs it till 9th level, and then he's good forever.
Right. And just to clarify, what was your perception check, Deckar? 18?
18.
Okay.
Yes.
So, while you guys are looking in there, Magpie's head turns around and he said his little remark, and then it clicked for him, and he withdrew his stuff, and it kind of creaked open while he was looking away, and it looked at you guys, and then looked back, glanced into the room, and Torch's light just briefly is able to get in there from being kind of catty cornered.
Mm-hmm.
You see, this room is cold. An old armoire stands near the east wall. The ceiling slopes down to only 4 feet high in the northeast, leaving little room for a small window. A full-size mirror in a beam is coiling rose leans against these bricks at an angle. Tiny window. And in there you see, well, make me a perception check to see what you see.
22.
It is your perception check.
24. That's what I said.
There we go. You see what you assume to be a woman is kind of standing, looking down at the window, and she has to kind of hunch and look, and she's crying.
Oh, that's not a token you use for a living person.
Oh, dude, good. Right?
And
Yeah.
yeah, and as you look at the fully intact, it's been smacked or cracked, and you hear.
Is she like translucent or?
It looks fairly humanoid. I mean, it looks humanoid. It doesn't look ghostly.
Oh, okay.
Substance. I'm just using that token
Oh, okay.
because reasons, you know.
Hello? Are you? You gotta level with me here. You gotta tell me if you're alive. It's the law.
Municipal law.
And when you say something to her from her slightly hunched position, she rises up and she sticks again the mirror, and it goes.
Oh
and
God, I
hits it at
startled
the
the
wall
witch.
this time. And she says, "Alden, I can smell your fear. You in my arms soon." And she forces her body to move and turn. And she turns around, and it is the image of that woman. And
I'm missing the lady.
she is, yeah, she is not alive anymore. She's definitely dead. That's what she looks like.
Oh, you're definitely dead.
And she doesn't say
Spook
anything to
lady.
you.
That's a super dead lady.
She doesn't say anything to you. She doesn't even acknowledge you. She just looks angry and vengeful.
Does she smell
And
bad?
She starts to move towards, or she does smell bad. She would. She's been rotting.
Does she smell like that creature we were tracking?
The was horrible. So I mean, you smelling it, you ain't gonna know. But yeah, she's starting to move towards the door, starting to move towards Magpie. She's like right in front of you.
But she's not. You said she's not looking at me. It's like she's looking
Get out of
through
her
me.
way.
Depends. You block.
Get out of
depends.
her way.
Yeah. Okay. There's a woman. She's coming out.
Emmy, backtrack. Come on in here.
And you see an
Gideon's gonna follow. It's like Gideon sees undead.
I don't know what's going on, you guys. I'm super weirded out.
I'm gonna follow closely behind. Excuse me. Is everything okay?
She's doing her thing. Just let her do her thing.
Should we
She
follow?
doesn't know.
It's like
Is
a
there anything in this-
sleepwalker. Don't wake her up.
Is this a chimney over here or a thing?
She's gonna take us to treasure.
Who's
She's
a
gonna
dresser?
take us to adventure.
So is there anything in the dresser?
She's gonna take us to Boogie Wonderland.
Just real quick, I gotta catch up with the others. But is there anything in this dresser?
He's checking the dresser.
No, there's nothing in the dresser.
Now you just like rifles through all the doors and. All right, fuck it.
I'm going to actually cast, while we're sort of walking, as my action to cast Detect Evil on her per se, to get an idea of whether or
You can
not
cast
she's
Detect
evil
Evil.
or whether or not she's just. Can I take a religion check to see what she would be while we're doing this?
You can take a religion check to see what she would be.
Okay.
Yep.
Echo.
Take your time to notice her.
The mystery.
So that is going to be a modified 17.
This is not a ghost. You zombie like, but you don't think it is a zombie. It's
It's a far
It's
and
something
away
with
the
a
most
distinct
macabre thing we've ever done.
purpose.
Do I detect evil from her?
You go ahead and cast Detect Evil.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Detect Evil as we go. I can pinpoint a specific person, right?
Man, in this house, it's gonna be like taking one of
Every
those
time.
black lights into a motel room.
She opens this.
Oh,
door.
Yeah, don't do that.
Good.
Don't-
Go on the
Gonna-
Do it. Do it.
Follow.
We're committing to the bit right now is what's happening.
There's a downstairs.
We're on Mr. Bones' wild ride. Nobody's allowed off.
You're gonna need to carry me with Mazus.
Where do we go
So,
from here?
You guys,
Okay.
Where do we go?
I'm revealing it.
It's
Follow
even farther down below.
You pump up that um,
Shit. Where to
volume
go?
on the
Where to go?
detect. You catch
There it is.
evil from sound, and then all of a sudden you get a headache like nobody's business. Save.
Oh.
It's not that hard.
Okay.
Mazus will teleport across this stain thing.
Ugh.
Good use of that ability.
Yeah.
Do we see anything here?
I'm gonna take 3 giant steps, and every time I step, I'm gonna go you. That's how I'm gonna get across.
Do we see anything here?
Actually, yes. So hold on a moment, please.
Oh, great. This is when we all get foot-itis from stepping on that friggin'. Except for teleports McGee, and I've got Jesus in my pants Magoo.
I want to know how, like, what the statistics are for this adventure path of people who are just like, let's follow the dead lady through the house.
Yes, I'm gonna walk on mold and be fine from disease.
I can smell you, Aldern. I'm coming to see you. I'm pretty sure it was something along that. I can smell your food.
Well, we were looking for Aldern, so.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly the right direction, aren't they?
This is just a strange
Is-
escort quest, you know?
Is
Yeah,
there
but
anything
no one's
here?
Rats.
All right.
Well, there's rats.
Rats.
Oh,
Yes,
rats.
rats, and they were not there when you came in.
You know, our feet
No,
are.
now to be clear, these are rat, and they don't pay any attention to her.
All right, hold on. I got this.
Meat, and it's like their heads all turn at once,
Lovely.
and they look at the heroes. And you guys don't have to roll initiative because you already have.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So we'll see.
And I'm all out of glue traps.
It's okay. Emyrelda can grab a bomb out of Magpie's backpack.
Like you said, bomb. It's not fair. Every time someone says bomb now, all I can think is like a water pipe. That's not gonna help.
You don't know. We could hotbox the rats.
Get the rats munchies. It would be worse.
Maybe they just veg out.
So if you get them nice and burnt out, they won't want to do their job, which is eating us.
Yes.
They'll just go to arts
Well,
college.
they rolled well, not that they needed to.
Perfect.
So here's how
Great.
it's going to work. They get to go first, apparently, because everyone insisted on rolling low this time.
Yes, I chose
Well, if you
this.
give us another chance, we might do better. I mean,
I was gonna have a 22. I could have gone.
I was going to let you have your 20.
I wanted to be part of the group.
All right. Her turn, really. We'll just let her move at the top. So she moves. Which way would she move? She would move this way. 5 feet. And these things decide to go.
Say yeah.
Okay, don't.
yeah, mix please deliver.
Rat noises, you know.
Terrifying.
So, Gideon, which means we're going to have to try to hit your touch armor class.
Don't touch
That's a
the rats,
swarm.
you'll get the itis.
Get the itis.
Are they swarms?
Yeah, they swarm.
So they hit
They don't have to
automatically.
hit. Yeah, they don't have to
They
hit.
do automatic damage.
Because
They
they're
do.
nasty.
They swarm all over Gideon, screaming in their little mouse language, "Meat, meat, 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 fresh meat!" And do 4 damage and roll a fortitude save.
Yeah.
Is it a disease?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it for filth fever?
It technically is a disease, so never mind.
Paladin.
That's,
Paladin.
that's okay. They'll just nickel and dime you away until you get in the basement. Well, you're in the basement.
I'm gonna let you deal with that.
Wait, we're not in the basement?
Oh, we're on the stairs into the basement.
This is the basement, yes.
Oh.
So then the next one goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep. Man.
That real high touch AC doesn't do me anything here.
It's okay. I'll electrocute them off of you.
You take 4 damage, and you do have to make a fort save.
Don't get sick. Don't get sick.
Oh, actually, so just out of curiosity, if I've got Mercy Sickened, can that take off any of the diseases?
No.
Yeah, it
disease
looks like
is
it's
just
just
a mercy disease.
Yep.
And now that it has come into play, I'm gonna run this by you guys because I trust you not to use your meta knowledge. So when it says disease, bite, injury, or ingestion, it says onset 1 day. So never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind about that one.
As a gestation period.
So
I made a 13.
13.
Mhm.
All right, you can tell that they're putting some nasty junk into you when they're biting you, and you go like, "Ugh, ugh." But it doesn't take hold this time. Emmy, what are you going to do? You see your precious magpie being swarmed and eaten live by rats.
Okay, so effect to swarm, and I don't have any weapons right now.
Or damaging
I
spells.
do have a fox, however. I have a fox.
And let me
Wicked.
guess, you're not afraid to use it.
We could take this swarm apart one single rat at a time.
I thought an
Okey-doke.
attack would do more damage.
Is that what's going to happen?
Yeah, Luvy's gonna attack
I could slumber one of the rats.
one of them.
Yes, the sleepy
Single
rat.
rat.
One of the
And then we'll
swarm.
hold it hostage and be like, you rats can have him back if you let go of Magpie.
Squeak,
So,
squeakity, squeaker, squeaking.
It's
All right. So you sick your fox on the rats, but it's like the rats are just swarming all over. I mean, it nips some every now and then, but it doesn't seem to affect the rats that are swarming over your poor magpie.
man. We had better luck with the ravens.
Basically.
Yeah, well, I kind of got the drop on the ravens.
True.
Ravens. Gideon, what are you going to do about all these rats crawling on you, man?
I'm going to kill them.
Human Cuisinart time?
Just
Gideon smash.
you're only gonna do
So if
half
they're
damage.
swarming me, does that give me disadvantage on trying to hit them or getting away from them in any way, shape, or form? Like if I'm trying to attack them and they're sharing a square with me, how does that work?
You can attack them normally.
Can I?
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can attack normally. They're just sharing your square. So if somebody throws a bomb, you get hit too.
Okay. I'm going to kill the ones. Honestly, I'm probably actually going to kill the ones that are on Magpie.
Well, what are you doing with that sword?
Yeah, you see him wind up and turn to you and not on himself. And he's swarming with rats at the time. And there's been a lot of crazy stuff happening in this place. You don't know. Sure. We're cool, right?
For flavor,
cool, right?
you know what? It's going to end up being a power attack too.
I'm gonna bomb you.
No. This should be fine. I hope. It should be fine. I hope. Does a 25 hit?
It does.
I was gonna say it hits me. It did better.
Okay. So that is 3 plus 11, total of 17 damage.
17 damage?
Yep.
All right. So you do 17 damage and you knock out a lot of them. Come up and the blade just all around. He swings, but Magpie is untouched. And lots of bits of viscera are flying all over his feathers and all over Emmy and all over the walls. But so you successfully did not kill Magpie.
Okay, and I am going to use my movement.
I'm slightly bigger than all of you.
I'm going to use my movement because I get the feeling we're going to lose her if we don't sort of block off her path.
Don't get in her way, dude. Come on, that's like Ghost 101. She's gonna walk through you and drag half of you out with her.
Fine. I'm still going to walk 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to walk away from the group with this. Am I taking the swarm of rats with me, or are they swarming me, or are they staying there?
I believe they remain in the square.
It's all right. She's walking slow as hell. Let's just kill the rats and we'll keep up.
You know,
with
the
her.
only reason I was trying to ask is I was trying to get the rats away from everybody else, but I guess I'll stay where I am.
Feed from me.
Let me sustain you. Symbiosis.
Subsist on my flesh.
You've gained rat ray.
Rats love
You are
you.
now Rat Jesus.
You are both nutritious and
Oh,
good.
the rats. Chain rat.
From eating so much
What is
paladin
Mazus
flesh,
going to
the
do?
rats take
the
the
whole
behind
his
ship.
turn.
The holy rat.
His turn. Okay. What is Magpie going to do?
I'm gonna walk
Rat
over here, tell Gideon I am so sorry for what's about to happen,
Do it.
and I'm gonna roll an explosive right here.
You should never
Right
throw
there?
a bomb, kid.
Is that actually going to hit the rat around the corner?
No, I'm pretty sure it's a burst 5, so it's that square and every square around it.
Okay.
I don't care.
You get a
Is
reflex
it a
save,
foot
Gideon.
or a
Ghosts
10
don't
foot?
mind bombs.
No, like
How big is the explosion?
this. Oh wait, that's not right.
It's
Like that.
well, wouldn't
Sorry.
it be up here too? Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. You only got a 5 DC to hit. It would be interesting if you missed.
Hit the ghost and she goes all Left for Dead on us.
Well, I didn't roll a 1, so into that square it
Okay,
goes.
you're good. Indeed. So how much damage are we looking at?
3d6 and a reflex save
Holy plenty.
from everyone in there.
Don't swarms also take like double damage from area
Oh,
effects?
max.
They
Oh,
do.
max.
2, 6, 9. So 18 to the swarms and 9 to Gideon. Y'all get a reflex save for half.
What's the reflex save DC? Because I rolled a 16.
It's 15.
So, all right. So 15 was the DC. What's the damage again? Should be enough to take out these swarms.
So it was 18 to the swarms each.
Oh, well, no, actually, this one'd still be alive. Whoa.
And I take 9, I think. Is it halved for successful roll?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so that's 4 damage. If it was a 9, or is it 5?
It's 9 if it's...
It's 4.
It was 9 damage that he rolled, so you would be 4.
Okay. Taking the damage.
On you is mostly seared and singed. And now we move to Wayko. What does Wayko want to do?
How many rats are on my homeboy Gideon? Like a couple left, you know, I can maybe club off. Because I don't really got any other way to go about this.
Just
Okay.
brush them up with
Go up and try and
brush them
club
up
them.
with your club.
Yeah, I'm gonna squeeze past Emmy and wade through the dead rats. And then I'm gonna go up to Gideon, and I'm also gonna say sorry as I attempt to carefully bludgeon them off of him.
Okay.
Got a modified 5.
Modified 5. Well,
A
you
modified-
swing.
Those rats have to just be hanging on by the briefest.
I assume I just can't hit them, and I just kind of biff him with my club a couple times.
Yeah, you're trying to hit him, and it's like ding. Oh, sorry. Ding. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Ding. It's like whack-a-mole, but you can't hit anything.
50 little bastards, eh? Oh.
All right, so now Aisha moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and opens the door.
The door.
All right, don't need its thing anymore. All right, and now it's the rat's turn. They continue to try and eat Gideon. They are frenzied with all this fresh meat. Their D6, 5 damage, and it doesn't matter because you're immune to disease.
I need to pop a heal on you after this.
All right. You want to wait in there, try and use some unarmed attacks, or maybe grab the mace and show Wayko how it's done, or what are we gonna do here? Let him be eaten alive?
Good questions. That would take up my move action to transform.
Yeah.
Emmy is going to. It takes up my standard action, so Emmy will use her transform to get ready to help Gideon, just in case there are any rats left by the end of the next round. And in the meantime, Luvy's gonna try to bite at him again.
Okay.
Oh, that's in. There we go. Nope.
Oh, nope.
Not even close.
Oh, well. She's biting at him. I mean, she's trying. So now Gideon has this gray fox bouncing on him.
There's a fox climbing on him,
And
rats
it's
climbing on him.
crazy. Wayko swinging maces at him.
Biffing him with a club, ever so harmlessly.
All right, Gideon, what are you going to do with all this commotion?
I'm going to take a good swing at the ones that are currently hopping around me and try to avoid the fox. Again,
Okay.
power attack.
Power attack on my chest.
And that should do, so that is 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And that is 4, 12, 18 damage.
So you just masterfully rid yourself of these rats. Finest misting of blood along your...
That's how you get rats off you with a giant sword.
Hey, should we continue following, or should we make sure things are cleared here?
Let's just follow the dead woman.
And then come back for any loots?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
We don't want to get in the way. How
This is-
hurt are
this
you?
is-
We're following the woman.
Some visual storytelling is going on here.
Or who here's hurt?
Me, but I can quickly take care of that. I'm going to quickly do a lay on hands as we walk.
Did you make that reflex save?
Mazus will cast
Yeah, I did.
precipitation, clearing the staircase as he's descending it.
He just
So-
kind of waits for us to kill the rest, and he goes,
I love my new lay on hands 2d6 rock.
I feel much less bad about exploding you. The 4 points of damage you would have taken.
5. Moving through. I'm assuming you're around, huh? Let me give you the description of B25 before we continue, just so you know what you're passing up.
Passing up, but we can go
Alright.
back, right?
Who knows? Oaken
says
table,
you can't
its
go
surface
back?
covered with a large oaken table, its surface covered with moldy stains and rat droppings, sits in the center of this large kitchen. And the walls and an oversized fireplace dominates the northeast portion. The shelves of the southwest wall are in a much greater state of disarray. Foot-wide cracks in the wall near the floor lead south into the earth beyond the basement walls. So that's what you missed there. And Kailik, I assume you're just going to open this room.
Oh,
Who
she
opened
opened it.
does. She just opens it.
Didn't she open it
And
and we
goes through?
follow?
She did. She's. Oh, I actually need to back you guys up. Let me see
Wait a
if she's.
second. Those are windows.
Let me see if she is incorporeal or not. Yeah, it's built
Basement.
on a cliff. Remember?
I guess.
Yes.
Ugh.
Is she incorporeal or not?
Man, I missed that nerd game. Look at the size of this sword. Ugh. Awesome. They got like a weird float. They decked it out to look like a mammoth, but it's still clearly some guy's tractor trailer.
Stop messing with the mammoth's radio.
Don't mess with my mammoth. Only trunk noises are allowed. No Megadeth.
I am trying to figure out, if you wish, revenants. Are they ghosts or not? I mean, are they incorporeal or not?
I'm
Actually,
pretty sure revenants are physical undead.
Revenants are
They're supposed to be physical.
I don't know if they've
So-
changed in Pathfinder.
alarms me way more, and I'm very glad we didn't touch it because, you know.
Okay.
They are corporeal.
So,
Weaknesses, self.
okay. So what happened is you guys kind of follow her down in there, and she comes to this door, and she's turning the lock. She's pushing. She's turning the knob and she's pushing, and then she smashes on the door. She keeps trying to get it open.
We're gonna have to backtrack out of here quick.
While she's doing that, does anybody want to quickly check the kitchen?
Are you hungry?
Could be something nice.
So what,
It could
this
take
door
a
is
while to
locked
get
and she's trying to smash it open?
Basically,
That
I'm guessing.
Yep.
John, I could open that for you, maybe?
Just
She
let her
doesn't
do her
even-
thing.
No? Okay, you're gonna
Doesn't
do your
even-
own thing? That's cool. Yep.
Go check the kitchen or something. We got time.
Oh, well, that's interesting. So you see her get really angry and go, and you see that door go and splinter in.
I don't want to make her mad.
Seems like you're kind of.
Yeah,
Looks
she
like
rolled
you
a
don't
nat
have
20.
to.
Rolled a nat 20 on that chick. Steps in and starts heading back this way.
Following along, I guess. Yeah, I'm following the leader.
Okay. Let me tell you what's in this room. This room looks to have once been some sort of arcane workshop. Although it now lies in ruin, a row of soggy books sits on the northern end of a workbench along the western wall. At the other end of the workbench, what looks like 3 iron bird cages sit, each containing a dead, diseased rat. To the east, two stained glass windows loom. The northern thin man with gaunt features drinking a foul-looking brew of green fluid, while the southern one showed a man, but in an advanced state of decay. He had been dead for several weeks. His arms raised and head thrown back in triumph, his rotting body turns to smoke and spirals into seven-sided box.
You mentioned books.
Do we see anything in there?
Well, actually,
While
as
she's
Mazus
searching?
steps where he is, this is the wrathful one. Who was that one? I think that was Gideon also.
Most of them are Gideon.
But it was Gideon. I think it's just a proximity, though. Okay. I will allow some people... well, I can't allow people things when they don't wait for descriptions. So, no perception checks for you guys to notice. Before this room, you notice a subtle movement in stained glass windows, as if a man depicted therein were sneering at the observer. You start to receive a vision. That vision, you must make a will save.
And that was me?
No, that is Mazus.
Haha.
Mazus.
22.
Ah.
It is my strong save after all.
Yeah, fine. Okay. So you suddenly know that you know who this is. This is Voral, the man from the picture upstairs.
Ooh,
This
the
is
Man.
the man of Oro. And you already seem to know that he's succeeded at turning himself into a lich. And you must flee at top speed up the stairs and get away and find the child to rescue her. But then you remember you don't have a child. You have an understudy, and she's back at Sandpoint, and all of a sudden it was like Voral was coming into your mind and was going to be you, and then he doesn't. You shake off this feeling, this deep-seated fear and terror. And whew, what was that?
Well, so did I hear a spell book?
Jesus Christ.
Single mind.
You can start looking if you want to.
I will start looking. I want to find the spell book of a lich, definitely.
Oh shit, she's on the
Let
move.
me see, 16. All right, in this area, what do we got?
You don't have to
Looks
wait
like-
for me. You can just follow her.
You're like riddling through books, like, oh, go solve the mystery. I'll be here.
Oh, of course, there's motherfucking
Alright.
staircases.
If it isn't more doors,
And it
it
seems
is
to be-
more stairs.
Let me see. It's a 15. We'll say that you get the idea that most of this stuff, there has been some water down here in the past, some accumulated water, so most of it is not very good. The books don't look very good. You kind of look over at the different cages while they're walking away, and you see that one of them has a mark in it. And let me see, you're from Magnamar, right? Are you from Riddleport?
I'm from Riddleport, but I've been in Magnamar for like business a couple of times.
Okay. You may have run across this place then. It is a symbol of a pig with a mouthful of lockpicks peering out at the keyhole. And it seems to be a kind of guild sign. It says Pug's Contraptions.
All right. There's no spell book.
But you can't really find it. No Lich's spellbook. Bummer.
Yeah.
No
Gotta
Lich's
kill the Lich.
spellbook. But it takes you, yeah, it takes you a little bit to look around there.
That is fine.
Everyone else seems to have left because they are going to be way down here at the lower edge of the map in just a minute.
A basement most spooky. A sub-basement. An oubliette.
The staircase winds down. You sticking around with Mazus, Emmy?
Yeah, I'm trying to get myself down there. Gotta
Bottom right.
zoom out further.
There you go.
Oh. Thank you.
Okay. Wayko, you can't be in the wall.
Wasn't in the wall. I was waiting. Jeez.
All right.
Apparently, I'm in the wall.
And it is 8:02.
That it is.
8:02. And we are going to call it there with the party semi-split as
It's okay. He's reading
Stays.
books in a haunted mansion.
Yeah, everyone important is together.
He'll be fine.
all right. So
Duly
that is
noted.
that. And you guys have made your way to the underground portion, the caverns beneath Foxglove Manor.
The below of the well.
Yeah.
Probably.
Even I,
The well
Dude.
below.
evil Eartha Kits, waiting to jump out of the darkness and scream in your face. Always and eternity.
Spooky,
Alright.
spooky.
Okay.
Oh, it's
So
been fun.
it's taking you several minutes down to get down, and we'll see what happens. See what happens. Next time we'll have
Yeet.
to find out because this is the bottom of the well. You guys
Yeah.
don't have.
Well,
any
I mean,
idea
knowing how
what's
revenants work, we might just be able to let Aisha Foxglove do most of the heavy lifting for us.
But you don't know how revenants work.
I don't know.
That's true, but when she immediately loses her shit on a ghoul that looks an awful lot like Aldrin.
No, it's the Lovecraft one. The where they're all below. It's like not the shadows in the dark, but they got the tunnels, and it's like the old spooky mansion with all the inbred rich people. And then they're going like, "Where'd all the rich people go?" And when he goes in the basement, he's like, "There's a bunch of like ant holes in the wall." It turns out the rich people never died, but like it's 100 years of crazy inbreeding until they're like crazy orc people. You can only tell because they all have heterochromia.
Oh, that one's
You know the
I
one though,
talking
right?
about.
You know, like it's
Yeah,
I'm
I know
not
the
just
one.
crazy. That's the thing. It was a really cool
is,
story.
yeah. Oh, now I need to know Lovecraft stories.
Heterochrome.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for
The lurking fear.
coming and what?
The lurking fear. Yes, thank you everybody.
The lurking fear. Thank you everybody for watching
gotta
and
read that
getting
now.
that little bit of rep trivia. So, I hope everyone had fun tonight. I hope the atmosphere had sustained its kind of spooky nature and all of that. So, do we have anything we need to tell the viewers before the travelers before they go off and do their traveling?
No, I got nothing. I'm
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, what happened to the tub? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I forgot to check that on our way down. I got so caught up at the Revenant. There's probably just a gross wet room now. It would have been the bathroom. The main floor bathroom is now crushed.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think you're
well.
probably right.
You'll have to satisfy your curiosity later.
Indeed.
All right.
Was
So-
the butler.
That's everything. You guys can, you travelers can check us out on the Inn of Planar Crossroads on Facebook and YouTube. You can find us at the IOPC on Twitter, or you can find us on Twitch as the IOPC because we couldn't fit our name, our big long name, on both of those places. But if you want to catch us there, you can. You can also find all of our videos that we've got on our playlists anyway. In our playlists, I think all of them will be on the Inn of Planar Crossroads actual website. So if you want to, you can go there too. We welcome you to contact us at any of those. Again, it's good to have that feedback. We like to have that feedback. But if you have any questions, comments, observations, send them there. And I believe that's everything we have for the viewers. So if you would, we can say goodbye, travelers.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.